Good morning and welcome to BFA TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today's episode is the final instalment in our apprenticeship series. In our last episode, Carl Hobbis joined us to talk about recruitment, and today I'm joined by Brooke Nielsen, who is BFA's first apprentice, and here we are today to talk about the onboarding process. So Brooke, let's cast our minds back a couple of years now, a little while ago now. The onboarding process for you started straight away, didn't it?
Yeah, and it was a very busy period. I mean, there was a lot going on behind the scenes with you as well.
Definitely, yeah. So once we completed your interview, for me, I remember checking in with our training provider just to make sure there was nothing else I needed to do in terms of any forms that needed filling in. Obviously needed to tell them that I'd found my apprentice in the first place and all the details around Brooke. But between us, we kept in touch quite a bit, didn't we, between the interview and your first day?
Yeah, even just like little simple things like outfit choices and kind of the policies and what to expect on my first day. It really did help me settle in.
So for our members, just for their awareness, it was just really important to keep communication going from the interview process right up until their first day. It's their first job, and for us, Brooke wasn't sure what the policies were around dress code and just, what time she needs to start, any keys and fobs and that sort of stuff. So it was good to keep her informed on what we're doing, but also what items we had planned for her in her first couple of weeks as well. So just, generate an induction program for her as well. So just something worth thinking about when you do onboard your new recruit. Was there anything in particular, Brooke, that helps you settle in quickly?
So I'd say, like you touched on, just having that kind of communication. Like you said, it was my first job, so I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. But in my first day, you kind of like walked me around. I met everybody. And you also just you called it the story so far. And we walked through kind of what BFA does and the comms team and what our function is. And I just kind of walked around and I was introduced to everybody and I kind of saw what part everybody plays within the business.
And also another thing that was really important, I think, for you, Brooke, was to make sure you had all your tools ready for the first day.
Yeah.
So as you said, keys to get in and out of the office, your mobile phone, your work laptop, all your passwords, little things that may seem like obvious things, but actually they helped you settle in that bit quicker because you were able to hit the ground running and have access to things straight away. There's nothing worse than being given a laptop but you can't access it, for instance. So I hope that was helpful for you a couple of years ago. So now that you've completed your apprenticeship, can you talk us through some of the things that you experienced during your time completing the training? What were the highlights?
Yeah, so I'd say the biggest thing is kind of letting your apprentice out of the office and creating opportunities for them. Within my first year alone, I'd done port tours, airport tours, warehouse tours. I'd done training courses and YFN events, and they really just helped me kind of introduce me to the industry. It was something that was completely new to me, but it also helped me meet people. I've met some incredible people over my apprenticeship, and I still do now, but just talking to them and seeing what they do in their day-to-day roles and how it differs from mine, it really did help me.
Cool. And is there a particular highlight out of all of those things? There's obviously a lot of things that you've been involved in. What's the number one thing for you that you've achieved?
I'd say completing the apprenticeship itself. I got a distinction in my apprenticeship, which is something that I'm incredibly proud of. And I'd say kind of within that, juggling everything, because obviously I had my EPA, but I also had my full-time job, and at the same time you were on maternity leave. So it was kind of everything kind of coincided together. I did my EPA about our awards ceremony, so that was obviously a big project. And I think at the start of that, I was really nervous. I kind of had this doubt in my head, like, I don't know if I can do it. But kind of getting through that, I looked and I thought, no, I can do it. And it made me more confident in myself, but it also made me more confident in my job.
That's great. And well done. You completed your distinction. That was back in March now.
Yes.
So it probably seems another world away from completing that. But very busy time for you. But as you like to say, she smashed it. Thank you so much, Brooke.
Thank you.
That concludes our series on apprenticeships. But if you would like some more help and support, please visit our website. We have a dedicated section to apprenticeships, and that's both for apprentices as well and employers. So please visit our website, bfa.org. That's all for today's episode of BFA TV, your daily dose of industry information.